Oh, damn, wait. Okay, so I'm gonna just make a whole disclaimer because I feel like I don't want to confuse the people because I do speak, the word of God, and I also go on different avenues to talk about, God and motivational speaking and things of that nature. So I'm not really designated to one type of like religion, region. I'm just here to basically shine a light on the parts that I do endure, and I also just like to talk about it on all different type of avenues and just spectrums because I don't know who's going to be viewing me, and it could be anybody. It can be a certain selective of people or whatnot. But I do talk about just basically overall things of just like the source God, however you want to identify him as, universe, God, the creator, the most high. I'm here for it. But one thing I do and I'm very firm on is my spirituality. So I don't want nobody thinking like how you talk about Christianity or Allah or Buddhism or it's just spiritual things. And at the end of the day, we all need an avenue. We all need some type of outlet to keep us all in line and to keep us all structured in a certain way. And everybody don't go about it the same way. But at the end of the day, it could be my opinion or not. This is what I stand for. And I believe that we are all one, the human race. And I feel like we all come from the same source. No matter how you want to put them, no matter what you want to call them, no matter what you do for your own way to keep yourself in line, at the end of the day, Jesus Christ is King, the one and only. And at the end of the day, do not judge the messenger. I'm just delivering the message, and I'm still going to be me. I'm not about to sit here and portray to be somebody that I'm not and be overindulgent and just doing what people expect me to do. I'm going to be exactly who I am. And at the end of the day, God is the only one that can judge. I forgive myself. He forgive me, and I forgive others. So if there's certain things that you don't like or that might trigger you, or you feel like that just don't, you know, it's just not what you, it's not your cup of tea. All you gotta do is just leave. At the end of the day, it's 2025. We do things our own way, and at the end of the day, any wrongs I do, God is the only one that's allowed to correct me. So no, great, granted, I don't mind constructive criticism. At the end of the day, I feel like you can learn a lot from other people, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it and it's how you go about it. And honestly, I come with good intentions. So, and I'm just being me. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do the whole script of, society standards and stuff like that. No, I'm going to do it my way. And if I get some bumps along the road, that's just a part of my growth. And that's up for my creator to correct me. I don't know if y'all hear the music in the so yeah, I already know what I'm doing because whenever I get the convenient time, what am I always doing? I'm always doing these videos when I'm what? Letting my child eat or potty train for right now. So yes, that's really all I had to say. That was just a disclaimer real quick. Because, there's a lot of people that support, but there's a lot of people that's just going to say their opinions. There's nothing wrong with that because freedom of speech, but just know what you're stepping into. Because guess what? I'm a child of God. But I claps back. And another thing, even though it's not going on right now, but this is just my beginning stages, and I do believe in myself that I will become bigger and I will have a huge platform. Do not, because I know there's people out here that are diabolical, strange, and anything of that nature. Any scams, any people that's frauds, nobody is going to reach out to y'all first. I'm going to say that. Nobody's going to come your DM and ask for anything, none of that nature. I don't care if somebody say, oh, I could feel your energy. All of that bull crap is fake. It's a scam. If you're still falling for it and if you think these are the people, then sucks to be you. Because honestly, nobody's going to come out and reach out to you first. Nobody's going to come to your DM and say that they can feel your energy. No, no, no. Is people out here that will literally screenshot people's stuff, make another page and pretend. And if you think that's the person, then you just wanted to just go with that narrative from the beginning. So yeah, disclaimer: don't fall for the scams, the frauds. We don't want it. Now, today is going to be a different video. I know my first previous episodes was about I started off. actually the last Ramadan, and I started making my first videos, starting my videos off with that form of, source and things of that nature. Not to say like that, but I'm saying like I started off, reading, scriptures that has to do with, Allah and Islam and things of that nature. So now um I literally just created this prayer book. So this one is just going to be about just strictly prayers. I'm not going to really say about, it's not really Christianity. It's just 1 second. I gotta skip this because I got trolls playing for my boy. Please do not copyright me. I do not own any sound rights or anything to this. Um, okay, back to what I was saying. So I've been had this book, but I just wanted to, for a long time I left it blank because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to put in this. But I thought about it. It says lovely notes, and it's all about, it gives like femininity. It gives off like love and prettiness, and I'm trying to really get better with my handwriting because I always, since a kid, like when I was even in school, I used to always see other people handwriting. Like I wish I had pretty handwriting, so I'm trying. My handwriting looks pretty kind of neat. I hope y'all can see it. It might be backwards, but this will be my prayer book. It will be prayers that I will personally be putting in here, and there's also prayers that I found, online, like good online prayers and things of that nature. Um, and it's going to be a title. I'm going to date it, and I'm just going to write it down. So just in case, like I don't want to keep everything digital on the phone. I want to also have things like I can always go to, like a book. Um, excuse me, it's bothering me. But yeah, things of that nature. So each prayer is basically something that I've been working on at that current, time, moment, season, however you want to put it. So, I've been writing in it. Y'all can hear my kid calling me. He don't want nothing. He really don't. He don't. But I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So this one, I wrote on the first one. This is something that I was actually currently dealing with at the time. And what this says is control your moods. I'm not going to just put it based off of, zodiac and just gender, but as a Taurus, young, beautiful, divine, feminine. um, and also still being in the early stages of parenthood and just, figuring myself out in life and just also my circumstances for right now. It's very hard to really navigate and control and have to sometimes put it to the side and deal with it later, or how to really handle certain situations right then and there. Honestly, that's how I feel. Um, so it says control your moods, receive instructions in wise dealing, in the discipline of wise thoughtfulness, righteousness, justice, and integrity. Moods can bring strange, um, impulses that we or dare not heed. When we get moody, we want to do weird things or neglect our responsibilities. I do not feel like doing anything today. I'm in a bad mood. Just leave me alone. That was like an example of like how somebody at the moment might feel. It says disciplined people submit their emotions to wisdom. They say, these are my feelings, but they do not control me. I don't live by my feelings. I may have moods, but they don't dictate my actions. I am going to do exactly what I would do if I felt better. You will enjoy your day more when you discipline yourself to do what you believe instead of what you feel. Be very careful about what you think. Your thoughts run your life. I definitely needed that for that day because not even just that day, but I really had it on my heart to really just talk about it because as people it's really hard with dealing with your emotions. It depends on who you are. You know, gender plays a big role. And your circumstances can also play a big role too. But I'm learning that my circumstances, like the things that you think that's well, it depends on how you look at it and it depends on what it is. But your circumstances and you feel like the things that's, bothering you, hindering you the most is really underlying your superpower. You just haven't switched your perspective and you haven't learned your full potential strength or power yet. And that's something that I'm still telling myself. Like, even though I'm coming up here and explaining all of this, I'm literally taking my own advice every single day. Like, I'm literally in the pit with you guys. Um, and even if you're not in the pit, you're just, just watching this just because, like, honestly, I just want to let you guys know that I'm literally no different from you guys. Yes, I deliver a message, but I also go back to my own videos and definitely take my own advice and be like, wow, like I really spoke facts. I really need to just like listen to yourself. But for some reason, it's always better helping other people or explaining it on a different avenue to people versus me. Like, because I had a lot of people saying, like, you really give great advice, or you really are good with your words, or you really like you're inspirational, you help people, but it's just like I feel like that. I feel like it's also hard for me to take heed to that for myself. Not saying that I contradict myself or I'm a hypocrite, but it's just like it feels like helping other people. I can help myself through helping other people in a way. So yeah. I honestly, day by day, God is still working with me with that. But it just was something about just like making this book specifically a prayer book or just a book about just like, just, things, ways I can change myself and my like perspective and my um point of view and even my thought process. Because on the last one, I put in quotations, be very careful about what you think, your thoughts run your life. And I said this in a lot of other videos, but some of your thoughts aren't your thoughts. You have your higher self that's also attached to God, and you also have your lower self, which can be the enemy or just other shadows or other, And when I say demons, people think like it's not really what is cracked up to be, but you don't have to be demonic to have demons attached to you. You could be the most holiest person, but still have some type of shadows, still have some type of like demonic forces basically controlling. And it's some people like, I don't got no demons controlling me. Sometimes your ego, that is considered, not saying your ego is a demonic spirit, but it's some type of like negative, low vibrational attachment. Let's just say that because the media made it seem like demons is just big, scary things in the corner in the room with horn. No, in reality, it ain't the demons is not under bed. Sometimes the demons could be the person that you sleep with. You could be sleeping with the damn enemy. Your man, your girlfriend, your brother, your sister, your mama, your grandma, your friends, your coworkers, people that are underlying just haters and low vibrational people. Those are the demons. Those are the karmics. Those are the people that is meant to try to, I'm not gonna say destroy you in a way, but pull a lot of those shadows out so you can basically reflect onto yourself on what it is that you need to work on or what is basically hindering you. And I have to learn that in a lot of different scenarios of my life. And yeah. One second, I gotta check on my ear. Okay, so this one I wrote is, it says prayer against bad thoughts. Dear loving God, sometimes I have terrible thoughts that run through my head. Do you see me, dear Lord? Do you see my struggle? You are mighty, you are strong, and you love me. One second. Okay. Set me free, Lord. Remove the bad thoughts that torment me. Cast the enemy out of my mind and out of my life. Let no attack, deceit, or con- con- uh, con- contamination. I can't even read my own handwriting. Contamination affect me anymore, for I have been washed clean by the bold of by the blood of the Lamb. Your mighty spirit protects me always. All victory is yours alone. Dear loving Lord, clear my mind, bring rest to my heart with the sweet cares of your loving grace. In Jesus' holy name, amen. And I wrote in quotations, since the Lord is directing our steps, why try to understand everything that happens along the way? Ooh, so yes. Um, that whole that the whole prayer against bad thoughts, that was T. But what really always gets to me, that's why I put this last one in quotations. It says, since the Lord is directing our steps, why try to understand everything that happens along the way? And I feel like, oh my goodness, y'all, I really feel like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me as a characteristic trait. Well, it was me because I'm trying to get that away from me. I don't know if it's some type of like ancestral bloodline, or just like a trait I picked up along the way. I don't know, but it's like I just be wanting to like know. Like I don't like surprises. Like don't get me wrong, if you're gonna surprise me, just surprise me. I don't like the whole mystery way in the you giving me that. I don't like that, and I'm trying to read. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I have to be honest with myself, that's a form of control because you can't know every single thing. You cannot know what's going on from A to Z. Some things are just meant to be a surprise. And it's just like you trying to lead me, but where is I don't know what is Oh, but that's how I used to think. I'm actually easing up on the break, so I'm getting a lot better. But it's like I just like no, I'm not gonna lie. Who was it? Linda has tarot. Linda loves tarot. I watch her. So she has said something in one of her videos. She was like, when God is trying to lead you to basically your victory and your success, and is like planning a surprise party that you don't know about, but He's telling you, okay, we're gonna go here, and you're talking about something like, why are we going here? I think she referred to park. She said, okay, we're gonna go to the park now, and you just like because it's like your trust issues and just like your lack of faith in whatever that's going on. And it's not like you don't have faith in the creator. It's just like you don't like you lack faith in the situation. It's just like, why do we gotta go to the park right now? Why are you trying to take us? And it's just like it's like each it's like he's staring you into like each stage up until you receive, and it's like I trust you, but it's just like the situation just don't and just like it's like I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to explain. It's just like your control in the situation, excuse me. The control, and it's just like I'm not a control freak because like I like things to be freely, but it's just like in my life, I want to know exactly what's going on from like I want to plan things because I feel like I'm not a procrastinator, and I feel like to a certain extent on a certain thing. But I'm just saying, like, I know how I would want things to be. But in all honesty, you could plain. You can I said you could plain oh my gosh. You can plan everything down to a science. But who's to say all of that is in fruition? Like, that's what I have to keep reminding myself. Like, you have to be grateful that you even woke up this morning, and you can have plans, but just always keep God in your plans, because even if you do or you don't, He can always alter your plans, because you don't know, like, you don't know what's next in this thing called life. Like they say, history has a way of repeating itself. Life has a way of rewriting itself as well. Like, okay, this could have been written for you 5 years ago, but now that we're in this timeline, you don't know what happened. You don't know, things can change and things can alter. Like, you don't know the plans in the future, and God always have a way of protecting us, even if we don't like it, the way that He's doing it, even if we don't understand it, even if it's like a scenario and it's just like, why is nothing not going my way? It's just like, you don't know, like, something could have been stopping you, hindering you, or literally in the way, or you could have been in route of destruction and you don't even know, and He had to literally give you a detour, and you're sitting here complaining about how He just saved your life. Or even if it's not something like life or death, it could just be something small. One small thing can really alter everything, and I feel like people don't realize that. Like, they think, okay, like, who cares? No, like, every little thing in this life world and your life really matters, and people don't realize that until it's gone. People think that certain things are just like a privilege, and I had to tell myself that all the time. Like, you are privileged, and that's why, like, because for a long time I used to wake up like, oh my gosh, I wake up keep doing the same thing every day, every day, every day, even though I'm trying to make a change, even though, and I'm just like, girl, like, take a deep breath, relax, because it's people that wake up to a whole new life and they can never go back to that life ever again, and they pray that they can go back, and they know they can never really go back. So the fact that you're waking up every single day, that's a plus. And the fact that if you feel like you're still doing the same thing every single day, that's even more of a plus, because guess what? At least you know, like, ain't nothing really going on besides you just in boredom, or not even just boredom, just like, I don't know, like, I'm just starting to really just take everything like a grain of salt, or however the phrase is, like, because, like, I'm really grateful, because, like, it's people really out here that's really going through way worse, and I'm not saying neglect how I feel and just keep talking about the people that's going through worse, because that's also like repressing my emotions, and you have to get that energy out some way somehow, because energy never dies, it just relocates in a certain area that you probably don't need that to be in. So I hope this is not too much for y'all, but look, I'm just rambling, and hopefully my message just reach somebody, or just make sense to somebody, or just help somebody. Um, so yes, that's my prayer book. Honestly, I feel like I gotta, yeah, y'all, I gotta go to the mic here, because y'all can hear up in the background. Just keep calling me, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name, and I promise, like, I haven't been making videos in the last couple of days, and he's been doing the same routine, and he has not been calling my name. Now he wants to call my name over and over and over and over. He don't even know I'm making a video, but it's just like, I don't know if he can just feel, or I don't know. But I promise y'all, every time I make a video, he's always, mommy, 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 mommy. You don't need anything. Go to the bathroom. Like, but that's another story. You know what? Eventually, I will. He must be done. Let me go check on him, y'all. But I see y'all next video. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. And once again, it's your girl Hazel, the one and only trendsetter, the lady with the eyes, and the spiritual gangster. Let's get it. Let's go. My mama ain't raised no 304. And when I mean my mama, I'm referring to Source. He ain't raised no 304, which means like it don't really got nothing to do with, nothing inappropriate or sexual, just like a 304 in general. Like, I ain't no slouch, I ain't no sucker, I ain't no, I don't settle, I don't do things out of my nature, out of my I keep my dignity, all of that. That's what I mean. So I don't want nobody saying, how you talk about God, but then you sit here saying 304. Bro. Like, come on now. Because even though right now, me dropping these videos, I don't have nobody in the comments yet doing all of this, but I'm just predicted for the. I'm not saying predicted for the, because I don't want to manifest nobody coming in my comments saying that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm nipping it in the bud before I even get there. So by the time somebody try to take it there, it's already, I got proof. And when I've been was starting out, I've been was getting right with y'all about certain stuff. Now, for the people that support me, I love y'all. I hope you understand me. And I'm not about to sit here and give off the same vibe as the same influencers. I'm real. Um, I'm a highly believer of God, a firm believer of Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, when he could judge me, I love me. Hopefully y'all do. If y'all don't, guess what? I'm still gonna be here because I ain't going nowhere. I got a mission I'm gonna complete it. Bye. See you later. Bye.